Cornhuskers about to kick it away and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for the offense. The give to the lone running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SE.
Off he goes! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Good timing on the quick out. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. The short hands, it's Law. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Still on his feet at the 35. He's loose. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Bringing the heat. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
The one thing you know you're going to get with this guy is yards after contact. He makes people miss. He can break tackles, wears defenses down, and he's doing it right now. After that last carry, the offense now set up beautifully close to the goal line.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. Lowers those pads. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Fights off a defender. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and second and 6. Keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The inside handoff. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Coming after it. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Ball in the air, intercepted. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Got the quick pass.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the ground game. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, he's going to take a chance. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back.
Can anyone catch him? And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
And after the incompletion, completion on first down. This offense looking at second down. Hand off from the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. 3rd and goal from way back there. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Huskers! What a grab and go for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Nevada was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Reno. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction.
He's looking to throw it.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Throwing right. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's got 50 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Here's the handoff. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires toward the end zone. And he intercepts it. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it. Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing.
And he breaks into the open. At the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to blast their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Nebraska! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Kept it on the ground on 3rd down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Makes the catch, he's got enough. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. The give on the inside. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
It really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Simpson. Firing to the right, complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Caught near the sticks. It's Law. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quickly complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Final play of the quarter coming. Leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Finds his man. It's Prentice. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What a clutch stop for this defense. You get in the fourth quarter, you've got to make those plays, get the ball back to your offense in a position now to go take the lead in this ballgame.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Dances away to buy time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They're going to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Hall. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy
do? The give to the running back from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Getting some heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd down, going up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football moment. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They run the reverse. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. He could give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Wide out in motion. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the little razzle-dazzle? They try to hand the sweep on 4th down and give it to a wide receiver. The defense was locked in, did a great job seeing it, going, attacking in it, tackle him to the ground. Big 4th down stop by this defense.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you get
running toward the tape. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this will be for the win. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. We are getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. We waited so long to start.